Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So here's a match I have with my Efreet Nacht level 2. So this match we played an extremely long time ago. I have Salty and friends on my team, and I believe the enemy team is all randoms. So the Efreet Nacht is a very interesting mobile suit. Frankly, it was an extremely overpowered, like ridiculously overpowered suit in the first game, but its dynamic has changed quite a bit for GBO2. So yeah, it's a stealth suit, so I believe it has level 2 stealth, and then also a new skill that's added to the second game called radar jamming. So what this causes is when the Efreet is close to somebody, it'll actually cause static on their radar, and of course it'll be like very difficult to read your radar when it's being interfered with, but at the same time it also sort of notifies you that, you know, the Efreet Nacht is nearby. So yeah, so obviously this is a raid type, and I'm going to be sneaking up on all the support types on the enemy side. And I've already come into range of a Gym Sniper too, so obviously this is going to be on my quarry. So, despite being a stealth suit, this mobile suit actually has a few ranged stunning weapons, which is, you know, I feel is a little unfair. But, yeah, it can throw a cold kunai, and yeah, you can run and throw it, but it's actually extremely hard to land because the throwing animation is a little slow to come out. And the fact that this thing moves so fast, and the knife has such a small hitbox, like, it's actually really hard to hit people, even if you're point blank throwing the knife. It can also throw dual kunais at the same time. This will cause heavy stagger. Yeah, and that guy's a genius. He just kicked his own ass right there and knocked himself out of the air. And I think at this point, Salty and I are actually laughing so hard we couldn't really play properly, so yeah, yeah, I accidentally knocked down Salty, and I think he got killed by that Gundam using the Gundam hammer. Okay, so I'm outnumbered here. I'm gonna back off a little bit. There's Azura's Cry. He's using the Peasant Dwudge. He's actually very good with that thing. Yeah, the Gundam with the hammer is after me, which, you know, that's a good choice of target. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna just hit him with all my stun options to keep him locked down. Yeah, he dodge rolled out of the way. So I'm gonna use my tackle to get through the stun of his bazooka. Yeah, so I'm doing really high damage, but I can't cancel out of my downswing. So luckily, Salty spawned back in and managed to get the kill. So good teamwork. Yeah, this mobile suit is, oh, it has a really good suite of skills. The only problem is it's a lot more fragile than it used to be in the first game, so it gives it like very low survivability. And then also the fact that its jamming skill technically gives away its position makes the survivability on this even lower than it was before. So it's actually a very challenging mobile suit to use. So the strategy I recommend for using this mobile suit is, since the jamming actually gives away your proximity but not your actual position, I recommend actually standing really close to your team and also standing really close to the enemy team but behind cover, and just wait. And so what that does is that the enemy team will like notice that you're nearby, but they won't see you for a very long time. So eventually they just start ignoring your presence on radar, and then eventually they'll let their guard down and, you know, attack somebody else in your team. Or maybe one of your teammates gets a stun in, and so you can get in and land an attack. Although, like, I kind of screwed that up right there. So yeah, I saw an opening to get after this support, so I ran directly at him. Yeah, knocked him down. Yeah, the melee animation on this is pretty different, and it's actually really challenging to use. The downswing has good range, but it's kind of slow to come out, and the hitbox on it is very precise, so you have to get a lot of practice landing it. But I do like the range on it quite a bit. Oh crap, I really hate those kunais. Oops, sorry, Az. Yeah, the running speed on this thing, like, just makes me miss with the kunais a lot. And then, you know, the hitbox on it is tiny. It basically has the same hitbox as a sniper rifle, but, you know, it's a knife. Okay, so I fixed up my legs a little bit. Yeah, my team is doing really well. Heavy was assigned as ace, of course he should be, and yeah, I'm doing my thing of jamming the enemy radar while I'm standing close. I'm taking a bit of a risk here because I'm actually the closest person to the enemy team right now, so if they decide to push, that'll actually put me in a lot of trouble. Oh shit. Did one of my teammates just hit me in the back of the head? Oh god, these freaking knives are terrible. Yeah, I just need more practice with them. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, yeah, I'm just... Oh yeah, and the Nacht has a freaking amazing counter. Yeah, so I basically was, yeah, since the score, we're so ahead in the score, I'm just kind of throwing my life away to break the enemy defensive line. And weirdly enough, it's working pretty okay. So, yeah, what I did right there was, I left that support type alive so Heavy could try to get it, but, yeah, I guess Heavy wasn't nearby to score the kill on it, so Az got the kill instead. And obviously I could have killed that Gundam, but I'm gonna leave it for our ace if possible. Okay, so I have 6 HP left, and you know, I'm already super fragile, so I think what I'm gonna do is, since the enemy ace is destroyed, I'm gonna throw myself at the enemy team and just sort of cut my losses. So this will like kind of help my team kind of what's that phrase? Hedge the loss. Yeah, so I think right there I actually got stunned by one of my allies by a beam rifle or something, but okay, so yeah, that went exactly as planned. So yeah, we're spawned back in, got a few seconds left on the match. Okay, here's a good target. He didn't seem to notice me. Actually landed an attack with the kunai. That was weird. Okay, that guy's very damaged. At this point I'm yelling at Heavy, Heavy, kill this guy. He's really close to being dead. Okay, okay, yeah, and Heavy gets him. Like, I was a little worried because we're running out of time. And here's this Gundam. Ooh, yeah, I missed the downswing. Wow, the recovery animation on downswing looks pretty cool, too. Yeah, so... yeah, there's the match. Yeah, I know I wasn't running in and chopping everybody up, but, you know, I'm more of a team player, so if I'm not assigned as ace, I'm pretty much gonna do my best to support the team instead. So, yeah, so my team did really well, basically 10,000 ahead. Yeah, Heavy got top score, and Azra's pretty much did everything else, because, you know, he's a fantastic player. And, yeah, I wish I were as good with the peasant wedge as he is, but, yeah, I'm just awful with Dom types. But, yeah, there's the Efreet Nacht. It's actually, a very interesting mobile suit with a very interesting suite of skills, very interesting ranged options, and a really unique melee moveset to it. So I'd say it's really fun to use, but very challenging because it can get killed so easily. So you have to be very good at positioning and working with your team to make this mobile suit effective. So yeah, it's quite a challenge, but pretty rewarding when you do well with it. Anyway guys, that's it for my thoughts on the Efreet Nacht. I'll have another video later of it using its alternate weapon, the dual weed bleeds, and we'll have that out a little while later. But anyway guys, that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.